Hello, and you're listening to the Kels and
KK.
Show. Okay. Now, today we're going to be talking about Tamia, which is an R&B singer from Canada, and I'm going to give you the short review or bio on her. Okay. Tamia is a Canadian singer-songwriter. She was born in Windsor, Canada on May 9th, 1975. She was active in the music world ever since 1995. The genres that she sings is pop, hip-hop, soul, R&B, gospel, and urban contemporary. She earned a Grammy nomination for her song, You Put a Move on My Heart, a song on the Q Juke Joint album, which was Quincy Jones's album. Her debut album was on Electra Records, and it was called Tamia, and it was dropped in 1998. On the label, she had also released an album called New Day in 2000 and More in 2004. Her popular hit songs are So Into You, Stranger in My House, Imagination, Into You, Missing You, and Spend My Life With You. She released music independently on her own album, on her own label, called Plus One Music Group. And she was married to, or got married to, Grant Hill back in 1999. They have two daughters. The eldest was born in 2002, the youngest in 2007. She became an advocate on behalf of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. She was diagnosed, unfortunately, with the disease of multiple sclerosis back in 2003. But on a lighter note, she had released her 7th studio album this year, which is entitled Passion Like Fire, with the single that's on the Billboard charts right now, which is called Leave It Smoking, which had peaked so far at number 2. Okay, now KK is about to give you the rundown on the hits that she made on the Billboard charts.
On Tamia Billboard charts, she has 3 number 1 hits, 12 top 10 hits, and 22 songs that ranked on the Adult R&B Bill chart. On October 10th, 1998, her song, So Into You, peaked at 5th top songs with being on charts for 26 weeks. She did a song with Eric Benet called Spend My Life With You, which peaked number 1 on September 25th, 1999. Stranger in My House peaked number 1 on February 17th, 2001. And on her great number 1 hit called Officially Missing You, peaked on October 4th, 2003. Her current hit peaked at number 2 on July 28th, 2018. Her current hit is Leave It Smoking.
Now, me and KK, we both saw the video Leave It Smoking, and I thought the video was great. I love the visualization of it. I love the fact that she was singing, and behind her was a live band. I love that about the music video. It was very sensual when you see the people grinding and moving their hips on the dance floor, and you see people, rubbing up against each other. You see hands grabbing onto women's waists and touching their hips and everything. And then you see this one scene where it's a lady and she's walking into the bathroom, kissing up on her, could be her future boo, And so when you see all this, and I'm thinking it really puts you in the mood of love and passion and fire, the fire that she's talking about. And I really like that, what they did with the visualization of the music video. And it's really nice. But, Tamia had always been a very, sensual type of woman in her career. And in a way, I was really surprised that they didn't make a big deal out of her like they did a person like Mariah Carey, who also comes with a very sensual, sexual aspect to her appearance when she makes her music video, So I was really surprised about that. But, one of my favorite songs by her is a song that had a little controversy around it, which was called So Into You. And I think that was a song that she did with Fabulous, but I believe that at some point in time, I think that they said that song was supposed to have been Ashanti's song, but the label that Ashanti was at, which was Murder Inc., and Ja Rule was her label mate at the time, remember? And I think originally wasn't she on there at first, on that song?
She was originally on the hook at first, and then they had replaced her with Tamia. And no shade to Ashanti, but I believe Tamia did a way better job on Behind the Hook.
Because her voice, it still was feminine, but it had it was able to project a little bit more, And I kind of think that Tamia's voice is what made it a hit, and that her voice was able to take it a little bit more further than Ashanti's voice would have been able to take it, because it seemed like the notes and the rhythm of the song, it seemed like it fit Tamia's voice a little bit better than it did Ashanti's, in my opinion.
I agree.
But, and and it's very interesting how this whole time that Tamia has been out, that she and her husband, they don't come out until they have something that's really important that they're doing or that they're representing. And I find that very interesting, how other people who are celebrities and they're married and they're part of the, the whole, entertainment industry, that they're not like all the other people. They have their life separate away from the limelight, and I like that. And I think that's the reason why I believe that their marriage had lasted so long and why it still works, whereas people like Kanye West and his wife, like Kim, she does things just so her and her husband can stay relevant, and everybody knows that Kanye's wife, is not liked by Beyonce at all whatsoever, And I think part of that has something to do with the fact that Kim, that she does things to try to be like, black women or women of color, and that rubs, I think, Beyonce the wrong way. But the thing is, though, the contrast between Tamia and Grant Hill's relationship versus, Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship is that Jay-Z and Beyonce, it seems like it's corporate, right?
Yeah, it seemed more like it's a business marriage instead of a real love type of marriage between Jay-Z and Beyonce. But as with Tamia and Grant Hill, it seemed like that's more of a real love type of marriage and not like a business deal. And with Grant Hill and with Tamia's marriage, I'm like, that's marriage goals.
I agree, because the thing about it is that you could tell that their love seems real, seems genuine, it seems sweet, like the way that a relationship is supposed to be with your mate. Like when you have a partner, you're not supposed to be kind of cold or seem like that you're just trying to keep things, perfect for the camera or anything like that. It seems like, when it's real, that the affection is going to be there, and it's not going to seem like it's just it's forced, like you're just doing it for appearances. And, sometimes that's kind of like how, Beyonce and Jay-Z kind of come off as they don't seem as passionate around each other all the time. It seems kind of like it's real casual, not real, really lovey-dovey, like how it is between Tamia and Grant Hill, It's saying, Tamia and Grant Hill's love seems more genuine and seems more grounded,
Love it.
And that's, and so, and that brings us to the point of that they're on a show that's called Black Love, which is on TV One, on the TV One network, which is owned by I believe it is Kathy Hughes, which is a black lady, of course, and who also owns, Radio One. And, I just think that's so great, and she also mentioned how one of the ladies from, I believe, the group SWV is also on the show talking about her marriage as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, so, I really look forward to watching those episodes and seeing what Tamia and Grant Hill and the other people that's on there, what they're talking about. And it was a lady that interviewed Tamia, and she asked her, would she ever do a reality show? And she quickly said no. And I don't blame her, because in today's world, when looking at, what is it, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, I mean, it's too much drama out here in these streets for, for women want to snatch your wig off your head, and women
Nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that. Women, being catty, trying to go behind your back, trying to sleep with your man, or lying on you or lying on your man. It's like it's too much drama, Yeah. But anyway, we're going to put the link below so that you guys can see the interview of Tamia that she have done this year, talking about her album and talking about her family and everything. And I'm also going to put the link to UIN Movies, and the link is going to be kellymedia.uinmovies.com. And I also will have the social media links to our Twitter and our Facebook page and also our Instagram, so you guys can follow us on there. And until later, peace.